Well, you have a lot of experience playing in the Pacific Northwest when you were in Oregon, and it seems like the temperature is going to be somewhat similar. As a quarterback, what has been the detailed preparation that you've gone through to prepare for kind of the temperatures and environment that you're going to play with on Sunday?
I think it's just trying not to think about it. It's the weather's going to be the weather, no matter there's going to be nothing you can really do about it. So play the play as it's called in, and do your best to handle the elements. And if it's cold, and handle the cold elements. If it's raining, then handle the rain. But all we can focus on is just operating one play at a time. And usually there's a way, even with the elements, to figure it out within the play.
Obviously, you guys also had some time off in the midst of the last couple weeks only having one game. What was the biggest advantage of just being able to get a time away? Coach Payton talked about how he learned from Coach Reed giving players time off. What were you able to take away just from getting away from the game a little bit?
I think just rest. When you get back and you got the ability to have a strong finish to the season, that rest is really important. So getting away for a while, not really thinking about it, not really working too much on it, but watching other games, watching some college, and just getting away from it, and being ready when you get back to be full go again and start back up. And you don't get these opportunities twice. It's going to be here, and you get one shot at it. So we got to make the most of it.
Well, it looks like Mariota is trending to play. Both you and him, both top picks from Oregon. Did you have a connection with him at Oregon?
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's when he was at Oregon, I was back in elementary, grade school. Loved watching him play. He was one of the best quarterbacks of his time, of his generation. Definitely of mine, getting to watch. So I knew of him, and that was really about when Oregon was put on the map for for a lot of us back on the other side of the country. So I knew Oregon football was big and knew it was a great destination because of guys like that, because of Marcus. But when I got there, he was out there a few weeks at a time, training in the off season. Got to talk with him and just catch up. And great guy, always asking about life, how's it going, and all that kind of stuff. Just very humble for all that he's done. He's very humble and just a great player. One that a lot of us have admired watching over the course of time. We talk about all. This week when we get to play him, guys, Sam and City are out there running the zone read, and they don't quite do it justice like the guy like that. But it'll be fun to compete against him on Sunday.
Bo, do you feel like the offense took a step forward in terms of rhythm against a really good defense in Kansas City? You guys seem to be much more comfortable out there.
Yeah, I think we played well. I think we had a great game plan. I think we executed the play that was called, and we did a great job on first and second downs so that we could execute on third downs. And when we did get in third and longs, we were able to execute a few of those and managed to get first downs on those and extend drives and keep our defense off the field and go score points. Now, we didn't do as well in the red zone like we have we planned and like we've done in the rest of the season, but they were a good defense, and you knew you were going to have to work for everything you got. And, we got to the red zone. We just got to finish and capitalize on those red zone drives like we've pretty much done throughout the year. So got to get back to doing that, but definitely, good to see us sustain drives, work and operate well on first and second down, convert some third downs, and, ultimately, again, find drives that you need to go and win games like that.
Sean was talking about the seeding, and then he talked to you guys about what it would mean to have home field advantage. I know you've got the week-to-week approach, but how much do you kind of relish having this opportunity down the stretch that you can put yourself in that position over the final few weeks?
Well, we put ourselves in this position now to put ourselves in that position then, and I think it's the job is definitely not even close to being finished yet, but we have put ourselves in the spot to obtain it. And so that's part of the journey. You got to put yourself in a situation to get it there at the end and grab hold of it. But it's right there in front of us, and like I said, you don't get these opportunities a lot. They're definitely hard to come by, so got to make sure that you take it and not miss it. You don't get these a lot, and obviously this is my first time, and I'm definitely excited and eager to keep going about it and keep finding a way to get it done.
So I don't know if you've heard, but Vance Joseph said he thinks that you're the Broncos' next John Elway. You're going to be here a long time. What does it mean to have someone on the staff, defensive coordinator, say that about you?
Well, that's quite something coming from a coach like that. Well respected, not only in our organization but in the entire league. But obviously, I know behind a statement like that comes a lot of work and responsibility. So it doesn't just happen in year two. It doesn't just happen overnight. So got to continue to do my part, do my role, and becoming the player that this team needs me to be. And I'm definitely not going to slow down till I'm that and more. So I'm excited about the opportunity at hand. I'm excited about the team that we're building. I'm excited about where this organization is right now. Just all that to say, I know we got a long way to go at the same time. But we're building something. We got a great culture, and I appreciate that statement. But definitely work and things behind the scenes that are gonna keep that. I guess put some power to that statement. So let's definitely slow down comparing me to John Elway for now. But Coach VJ, he's unbelievable. He's a great coach, great encourager to his team, and that's why guys love playing for him.
Hey, Bo. Last one, Parker, on the broadcast against the Chiefs, that I think Tracy Wolfson mentioned that you had spent the mini-bye working on command, communication, cadence. What does that mean to you, and how do you sort of work on those things, during a season?
Well, it's as a quarterback, it's ultimately our job to make sure the play is run well, run efficiently, and gets done what it's supposed to get done. So starts in the huddle, starts having a great huddle, communication, guys knowing what they're doing. Because it's not that guys don't know what they're doing. They wouldn't be out here if they didn't know what they were doing. So they always know the play. If you're clear with it, tell them the play, operate, and usually a well-run huddle is going to be a well-run play. So you got to get out there and, starts with the huddle, good break, get lined up, get set, make sure you got enough time on the play clock, and then go from there. And I think when you attack that, when you treat that as the most important thing, when you treat those little details as really important, that's when the plays become really important. And I feel like we've done a great job of that. We've talked all year about how we can get better, all this kind of stuff, how we can operate, and I think it just starts with little things. And the guys have gotten back to the little things. We're excited, we're eager, we're trying to find ways to get better. And it starts with the communication and the command of the huddle. And then obviously cadence goes with all that, and that's communicating the cadence, and then it's another way to get the defense on their heels. But ultimately every good play starts at the beginning, starts with everybody knowing it, everybody on the same page, and then that way you can go out there and execute it. We're all talented enough to go out there and execute the play when we know what we're doing and when we are all on the same page. So excited to continue building with that. Thought our command and communication and process was actually very efficient and pretty good last week, and then there's other ways we can fix to score points, but that part I was pleased about.